Okay, we're here at the Permajet stand here at Focus on Imaging 2010. Would you like to tell us your name, what you're here promoting today?
My name's Steve Price, Business Development Manager at Permajet. We're at the show now for all 21 years of the Focus on Imaging show.
Really? You've been here for 21 years?
Yeah, in various formats. We started as a darkroom equipment company and progressed into digital world in about the year 2000.
Right.
And we're owned by the Imaging Warehouse, and Permajet is a very strong, well-known brand of inkjet papers.
Well, I've come across Permajet. I do stuff in clubs, and I keep coming across clubs where they've got a relationship with Permajet. So is that one of the markets that you're deliberately going after?
Absolutely, yes. We've got a very strong relationship with club environments. We have a team of 15 lecturers, 18 lecturers that go around the UK. Very prominent FRPS members of Royal Photographic Society. They talk about Permajet papers a lot. They all use them, and they use our flow type systems. And in conjunction with that, we back that up with personal individual talks we do on colour management and digital printing, so you can get the very best output from your products, particularly from the Permajet products, of course.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what those products are, because I mean, as I understand it, it's mostly the papers, and we've got some pictures on the walls here from some of those papers. Yeah. But it's not just papers; it's also the inks, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Show us what the papers are.
Okay, we got some. We have a very large range of papers. We've been around for many years now, and we've got actually 26 inkjet papers and 6 canvases. So we're very well versed in inkjet technology. So something for everybody. And the very latest edition is the new Ultra Pearl.
So this is Ultra Pearl.
This is Ultra Pearl.
So it's a bit hard to tell on the camera.
Probably, yeah. This emulates. If you've ever seen an old Kodak paper with the old stippled surface, and this now emulates a sort of lab type print on a very strong pearl finish.
Right.
And nobody else in the market has anything like this. So very pearl effect on the surface.
Yeah, that is actually beautiful to look at, it really is.
It lends itself well to obviously portraiture, weddings photography, certain landscape shots, etc.
I guess that's with a texture like that, is that something you'd put behind glass, or is it something you tend to leave on?
Personally, I'd like to see the full effects of it, but
to me it's one that you kind of want to reach out and touch.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's kind of
to show how well it's been going at the show, we've been 2 days worth. The first day we sold out by 11:30, and today we sold out at midday, and we brought 3 times more stock today.
Fantastic.
So really going well. So really pleased.
Good. So what are there any other existing products that we should have a quick
we're best known here? Yeah, we're best known mainly obviously for we do a huge fine art range of cotton rag papers, canvases, etc. And of course our flagship product's always been our Permajet Oyster, which many people viewing this might be aware of. And the new Ultra Pearl is really a progression on from the Oyster, which has a very subtle.
It's got the same sort of sheen, but not the same texture.
Exactly. So we've moved on into another area, because we get asked frequently by customers, can you do this, can you do that? Yeah. And so we cater for their needs, and that's what we're here for.
Right. Well, I mean, with a range as large as that, you obviously had a lot of requests.
Absolutely. And this is why the range is so big. So it's becoming to a point now, I think we're pretty much saying, right, we introduce new stuff, we've got to drop something, you know. So otherwise it just gets so big to handle. But we're also very well known, obviously, for our bulk CIS type systems for Epson printers.
Is that the EcoFlo system?
The EcoFlo is our brand.
Should we go around and have a quick look at those?
Fantastic, let's do that. Excellent. Okay, we've been doing the EcoFlo type systems now for, we were the UK pioneers back in 2001. So we've developed through the years with dyeing technology, pigmenting technology, focusing primarily on Epson printers because they're the most versatile in terms of conversion to this type of system.
Right, so they're the easiest to make work this way.
Easiest to make consistent and work reliably, and these, we've effected a system that we trust 100% and is out there with pro photographers, etc., which we're really confident about.
Because I mean, it is tempting to. One of the things I tend to tell people on the show is that you're best off sticking with the manufacturer's original inks. But I mean, presumably these now have been around long enough and sold consistently enough that these are almost as well understood as Epson's own originals, are they?
Absolutely true. I mean, we've got a good reputation in the market. We will want to destroy that by supplying products that we feel isn't up to scratch. And all of our inks, our pigment inks, are tested independently by UCAS approved laboratory, by the Fine Art Trade Guild. They've all achieved the light fastness requirements of the guild, and therefore, you know, the longevity is proven. And we've been selling these now for many years, as you know.
Let's have a look at this one, because this one's an Epson R2400, which is, it happens as the camera I have myself at home, printer I have myself at home.
This is an older printer now, but
it is now,
still very popular, as you have one yourself.
Yes,
There's a lot of absolutely, and of course there are people requesting to convert them now because the price of cartridges are rocketing.
Yeah, they cost the earth.
The savings you make on these kind of systems are 80% or better, and that's just you can't avoid that. You've got to really consider it. This is the current bestseller. This is the Epson 2880.
So this is the natural successor to the 2400.
Absolutely, and it produces some absolutely amazing images on that, particularly on our papers, but of course it will work with any paper type. And we supply with our systems a complete 9-ink configuration, so you are able to use photo black or matte black, any combination possible. So that's selling really well.
And how does that? What happens when you want to switch from the photo black to the matte black?
That's a simple case of our system's quite unique in this respect. You can clamp off the individual ink that you wish to switch from.
Right.
You take out the cartridge and just simply swap it over. It's
okay, so just like you would with a real cartridge.
Yep. The spare cartridge lays in the top of the printer in the actual print carriage, so it's well hidden away, and is there constantly for you to switch.
Okay, so moving on.
Yeah, and this is the interesting one we've got to show. This is newly launched. This is our new Epson 3800 refillable cartridge system. This is something that we were the first pioneers of a flow bottle system back in 2008 at Focus. Nobody else in the marketplace has had anything to work on this printer model, and we've now even come up with a second system, which is a refillable cartridge. Basically, because it has half the amount of ink of our original bottle system, and we were getting customers saying, "Wow, that's just too much ink for the money. Can we have something a bit more slimmed down, but something we're used to using?" So the cartridge format works really well in that respect.
Right. So this has now not got all the tubes and stuff.
Tubes have gone on this particular model, but you're maintaining the same kind of pressurized system that Epson have incorporated into their cartridges, because each of these are sealed and pressurized and work in conjunction with the way the printer works.
So does that mean that to get them refilled they need to send them back?
No. It's a self-refill system, so when you're in a position to top up the levels of the inks, simply turn the printer off first, depressurize the system by opening the caps, and injection refill basically back to the correct working level, and carry on.
How do you repressurize?
Put the caps back on, lock them into place, and the special rubber seal under there gives it enough pressure. As the printer pumps up the pressure, it will then rebuild and allow you to carry on printing.
Neat.
Alright. I mean, this is proving to be very popular at the moment.
I can see why. This one is clearly the tidiest.
Yeah, and the price of cartridges, as I said earlier, they have rocketed tremendously, particularly in the last 12 months.
They really have.
And for this particular model, a typical cartridge price is around £46 on the high street per colour. So times 9, you've got £500 worth of original cartridges. You can buy a whole system with 1.5 times the amount of ink for about £350 upwards on our system.
That's what I call a no-brainer.
Yeah, so our effort is put in to save you ink and paper in reality, because we also offer ICC profiling services which are used in conjunction with our papers and inks, and so we're here to help you. I mean, that's our main intention.
That's great, and of course with the high level of involvement in photographic clubs and things like that, there's more than a good chance that there's going to be somebody nearby that is at least in contact with the Permajet.
Absolutely right. Working from the ground level up, that's the only way you can make it in this industry. There's no point stacking it high, selling it cheap.
I totally agree. I think
be there to support.
Where the photographers are, and that's why I've been so impressed with the being in the clubs like you are. Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Extremely helpful interview.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
This video is an extract from an episode of Photo Walkthrough, an online TV show all about photography and digital photo editing using Photoshop and Lightroom. If you'd like to see more, head on over to photowalkthrough.com where you can find all the old shows and subscribe to the new ones for free.